Hi everyone, welcome back to Rusty Blogger. I'm Abhishek Jain, digital marketing strategist, and in previous videos we have discussed about the types of SEO and explained each and every type briefly. Now in this video I'm going to tell you the first technique of SEO, which is on-page SEO. There are basically two which we have discussed earlier, which is on-page and off-page. In this video we'll be covering all the major on-page techniques. The first and the most important on-page factor is content. We all know that content is king, and without content we cannot rank any web page in search engine rankings. So what we should look in our content? Firstly, the content should be very much keyword optimized. Second, it should be unique, quality and plagiarism free content. And the last is your content should be long enough so that search engine must consider it as a quality long content and consider it for ranking. So let's move to another important on-page factor, which is page title and meta description. We know that it is one of the major ranking factors. Our page title should contain our keyword and it should be under 70 characters, 60 to 70 characters. 60 is ideal, and we can stretch it up to 70 characters. And it should be meaningful and attractive, as it has to be shown in search engine snippets. So let's talk about meta description. Meta description is very important ranking factor. As you know, meta descriptions are the description which is shown in the snippet below the title tag in search engine results. So it should be very optimized. We should put a keyword in our meta description and make it a meaningful, and the length of meta description should be 150 to 160 characters. Next important on-page factor is heading tags. So there must be use of heading tags in our web page. We must use one H1 tag, two H2 tags, or maybe H2 tags can be more according to the subheadings, and then H3 tags for subheadings of the subheadings. So we must use these heading tags and insert our keyword into H1, H2 and H3. So when Google sees there is Google take these heading tags as important ranking factor, when it sees one keyword which we are targeting in a web page is resonating with title tag, meta description, heading tag 1, heading tag 2, heading tag 3, then it gives it emphasis and helps us to rank well in search engines. So next important on-page factor is interlinking. In interlinking, we interlink different pages of same website with one another. And it is very important to do this, because if a person is looking for one service which a client is providing and he has another service related to that, he must interlink both the pages, because the user or the consumer or the customer may be interested in another service as well. And this also increase authority of your website. Another on-page factor is URL optimization. We have to make our URL very crisp. In URLs, we have to insert our keyword. And remember, don't use stop words. Stop words are those words which doesn't carry any meaning for Google, like to, like how to, like why. Don't use these kind of stop words. There's a total list of A to Z stop words. I'll be telling you the link of the stop words, and you can see which stop words not to use in the URL. So the next on-page factor is outbound links. In our web page, we must link to one or two authority outbound links. We should link to Wikipedia page, and we should link to, if it's a health article, then we may link to another government health site. So it is very important, and Google consider it as an authority factor, and you must compare your web pages which doesn't have outbound link and which have outbound link. I'm sure you'll find that the pages which have outbound links are ranked higher and better in search engines. So the next on-page factor is image optimization. In image optimization, we do simple steps to make our images more optimized so that they can be ranked in search engines. Google also gives preferences to web pages which has images. So we need to do few simple steps like giving title to images, reducing the size of the image, and giving alt text to images. Google and other search engines read alt text and rank on the basis of alt text. So this is how we optimize the images. So another on-page factor is mobile friendliness. So we should make our website responsive so that it can be seen well on desktop, tabs, mobiles, and all other devices. So let's talk about another on-page factor, which is page loading speed. So our website speed should be fast and it should load within 3 seconds. If it is not loading within 3 seconds, then user can step out of your website. And moreover, this is very important when you are running ads on your website, because when a user click on your ad, the money is deducted from your ad account, and if the page load speed is more than 3 seconds, Google user is not going to stick with you and he will opt out and the bounce rate will be high, and Google and other search engine will place you low in search engine rankings. Another important on-page factor is Google site verification and linking your website to Google Analytics. Google site verification or Google console linking is very important as it gives us the errors of the website, and we can also see which keywords are ranking and on which CTR is more, so we can focus those keywords to get ranking in search engines. And about the Google Analytics is important because we need to track each and every user, from where user is coming from, where user is going, what is the bounce rate, and which are pages which are getting more hits, so that we can optimize them and get more traffic out of those pages. So another on-page factor is sitemap creation and sitemap submission in Webmasters, Google Webmasters and Bing Webmasters. So how to create sitemap? There are so many websites from where you can create simple sitemaps, and if you are using a WordPress website, then you can use few plugins like in Yoast SEO. There's an option of sitemap generation, and there are simple sitemap XML plugin which you can use to generate sitemap on WordPress, and you can simply submit those sitemaps into Google Webmasters and Bing Webmasters, so that when any new page is added dynamically, and it will automatically index in search engines, and we can get a better result, we can get a better ranking in search engines. So these are the important on-page factors which helps you to get ranking in search engine. And let me know if you have any doubts in any of these points. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Wait for our next video, and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel.